What's going on, guys? Welcome back to an amazing episode of Anime Rift. Okay, I couldn't laugh.
Hey,
It's successful intro today.
be proud of me, buddy. Be proud of me.
I am.
I was trying to make you laugh.
Today we're doing solo leveling episode 8. We're gonna see if it redeems 7.5.
Mhm.
Anime awards and the winners of said awards. If we're happy, sad, depressed, there's some record breaking going on. Our new top 10 anime. We've watched probably 20, 30 animes, since we did our last top 10. So let's see if that's changed at all. And then the Crunchyroll comments again. We're going to hit you again with 10 or 3 anime comments, and we're going to see if y'all can guess which one it pertains to.
Yeah.
I think I made it a little bit harder this week, though.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a little bit harder.
Yikes. Yikes.
I'm impressed that you took over the reins of introing us, but I'm sad that you didn't introduce us, and you just jumped so fast into it.
I didn't even say who I was.
I know. You were just like, you didn't even say who we were. You were just like, welcome back. I was like, oh man.
But I said the anime riff. I said
they know who we are by now. All right.
Hey, listen. If you don't know Jake, Frozen Ox, and who are you?
If I got to give it a Randy Jackson, it was Pitchy Dog.
It was not for me, dog.
I like it.
I'm just messing with you.
Honestly, I'm still bummed out about solo leveling. I think that's what it is. I think it's still weighing on my conscience a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I was actually surprised we did not get lambasted on TikTok for our comments. In fact, we had a rare occurrence. We had supporters.
Yeah. We did have supporters.
Yeah, someone like, this guy.
People were like, yeah, you were right. You were right.
Yeah, dude. I had spoken with Jake earlier today. It would have been nice if the 7.5 episode would have been them like taking a character and explaining more about what the how the powers work, the power system works and stuff like that,
Yeah.
How you get somebody that explains chakra to you for half an episode in Naruto or something like that. That would have been a pretty good episode.
Yeah.
But solo leveling episode 8. Did it deliver for you guys to make up for that 7.5?
Frozen, what are you thinking?
Was it new? Yes, it was new. Was it good? No, not really. I found this actually to be what I would classify as a solo leveling filler episode, like an actual genuine filler episode, not a rehashing of what was told.
Okay.
Like, I think that they did have some interesting principles to it, and like there was the flirting of the should he try to take on that demon snake again in the desert to earn some levels, and there were cool tropes in the episode that teased us. But I could tell you right now, from the moment that episode was about 5 minutes in, I could tell that we were going to get cliffhangered right outside the dungeon. I could tell just by the flow of the episode. It didn't feel as fast flowing as regular episodes had in the past. And I knew that feeling from Naruto. I know it well from One Piece. When episodes start to slow down, usually the indicator that it's a trope of being a filler episode. So I'm not saying it's bad. By any means, it wasn't bad. It was definitely leaps and bounds better than 7.5. But as Ox has pointed out to everybody, I, Frozen, enjoy action-based anime, and there was no action. Yeah. And for me, it's a no from me, dog.
Okay, I got you.
Today we're embodying Randy Jackson.
Okay. Jake, what about you? I know Jake's not gonna have liked it.
I don't think it redeemed itself. Was it a bad episode? No, but you can't have an awful episode and then a mediocrity in the next episode. Like, if they took this episode and that's what 7.5 was, because there wasn't a lot of like inner monologue with the actual main character.
MC,
And I agree with your point here. That should have been 7.5. What we just saw in 8, that would have been an acceptable 7.5. We're off for a break. People are sick. Let's throw in some stuff that makes it filler. Understanding, we forgive you.
We get to see a little bit of the B ranked mage's backstory. We get to see a little bit
Yes.
of poaching happening between the
Mhm.
other rankings with S ranks and stuff.
And the
And I
big
think
high tier guilds.
yeah, it was just a good episode, but it wasn't good enough to make up for what they lacked in. Now, did they have to make it because they had to keep up with the manga, right? It happens
Yeah.
in the manga; they have to do it.
Mhm.
So I'm not faulting them for that, but like they could have did that for episode 7.5.
Okay. I think you guys are crazy.
I thought you would really like it.
That was one of my favorite episodes. And I'll explain a little bit why. And it's mainly because the story of solo leveling has opened up from that episode. It's not just a beeline all about Jinnu and him just becoming the strongest. There's multiple layers to the story, right? That episode revealed. You know, you got Jinnu wanting to save his mom. You have those people in those high tier guilds had led on to what happened on that island. So there's a whole nother storyline going on there for me that I'm excited about now. Them trying to poach the other hunters and trying to start another hunters guild and everything like that. So I enjoy that there's multiple storylines going on. I love a show with multiple storylines. So I really like that it opened up. The only thing that I'm missing now is just a true. I feel like saving your mom. You know, I feel like that's a weak main goal for the MC. I am looking for that higher end, late game, end goal that he's hopefully going to potentially have. That's all I'm missing. But that episode opened up a lot for me in terms of the story. I'm glad it laid the groundwork for episode 9. I think episode 9 is going to be a banger. Obviously, we saw what it kind of led to whenever they were outside that dungeon and everything like that. So I'm excited for episode 9. I didn't read the manga, but like Jake said, I mean, I think it was a situation where they just couldn't jump into episode 8 and just, that's what we would have gotten for episode 8 no matter what. Like if COVID wouldn't have happened for that guy, episode 8 would have been the same thing. So they're going to stay on track and stay on pace with the manga. So there's nothing they were going to do to change about that. But I like just the fact that this story has, it's not just about, Saitama one punching people, right?
Yeah, and I do agree that it was a good episode in terms of what it brought to the table in terms of content. And like normally in filler, it sometimes has nothing to do with the plot of the story. And we see that a lot in anime, but this one definitely had a lot of relevant stuff that kind of kept you on the edge of your seat. And again, it hooks you into the I must watch episode 8 because the biggest question that's swirling in my mind, and I don't know if you picked up on it, but they referenced multiple times about the double dungeon. Mm-hmm. And this is the same group of people essentially that entered this double dungeon. These are the survivors, and they're going back in. And now it's kind of like, are we getting double dungeoned again?
Are we good?
Is he the linchpin to the double dungeon, right? Are these people somehow interconnected in a way that we have not there has not been revealed yet in the anime? So that kind of has me excited. The prospects of that has me excited because in my head I'm thinking, oh man, if I'm creatively writing this thing, we have to see the statues again. Whether or not they're interactive or whatnot, or maybe even he just sees them and he's got like some PTSD thing. I don't know. But I kind of feel like this feels like a moment or like a halfway point kind of thing where we got to go back to the statues and where it's going to play into the future.
Right.
But I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens.
The freaking statues, dude.
The statues. I think it's going to play more into him like getting noticed by the person in the guild, that B rank hunter. Like if he does something that's like kind of out of the ordinary, they're going to start taking notice of him a little bit more.
Well, I think so, right? Because this is the thing. He's got to conceal his powers, because if he doesn't conceal his powers, it's going to get picked up really quickly, like you said, by the B rank. They're going to be like, why did that guy just one-shot something in here that's supposed to be very clearly higher than him? and
Yeah.
all of a sudden the attention's going to focus. And we already know that the one guy's got a witch hunt out on him. So, like the one guy who's in the higher end guild, his brother that he killed.
Yep.
Yeah. So we already know like he's got this witch hunt out on him. So it'll be interesting to see what develops, going forward with this Saturday's episode coming up. So
I enjoyed it though. I love a good build up episode. Like just having all the information given to me in that episode was nice. And I like the fact that I feel that it's just not just so the blinders are on and it's just all about making this dude the strongest hunter imaginable and just continuing to low. It's nice to know that now there's this island that comes into play that this guy they lost a lot of hunters that he potentially lost to brother or something, it seems like, as well. So I'm glad that it opened up in that way. And like it also reveals like these S rank hunters aren't, god tier. They're they're beatable, so that leads you to believe like how strong some of these dungeons and some of these beings can be. So I'm excited to see like he's gonna.
And I have to say, besides the main character, the power scaling in this anime is relatively close, right? The enemies are pretty relevant to the power scaling of the hunters. In some cases, even more powerful than the hunters, which I kind of like is different because we don't have one super jacked up character. And although we do in some scenarios, he's also faced challenges when it comes to the bosses, or when it comes to certain abilities that are being laid out in front of him by the bosses or other enemies that he then has to fix and counteract and work with. So I think like so far the power scaling in this is a lot more closer than what we've seen in other action animes. So nice difference.
Although his only struggle was Cerberus, like in all honesty, he's pretty handily beat everything else. Well, as soon as he got his powers. Before that, he was getting beat by goblins. But Cerberus was the only one that actually gave him true trouble.
Yeah. And I would be interested in knowing, like we get kind of a better power scaling when it comes to like, because it's groups, right? They do dungeons. So it would be nice to see a situation where, like in JJK, if you're in, a certain tier sorcerer, that means you should be able to beat this many below you and maybe handle this person. Like it would be nice to like, can an S rank hero clear a C rank dungeon solo like that? I'd like to know the form of power scaling when it comes to just a solo hunter. Like, because how big of a feat is it for him to have killed a C rank dungeon or a D rank dungeon boss? Like that spider, what was it, D rank or C rank? I can't remember. D. So, like, how big of a feat was that? Like, should that technically only been able to be accomplished by a B rank hunter? I'd like to know something like that.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think gear also, because they believed he could do it just with the gear he had.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much like influence gear has over one's potential, but like an S rank hunter with that gear, would he beat, or a B rank hunter with that gear, would he beat an S rank hunter? So yeah, I see what you're saying as far as like how their power scaling is and what's the drawing factor on that.
All right, we have a thunderstorm going on. My dog's afraid of thunder.
Oh, thunder buddies.
Yeah, he's my thunder buddy, right? Right, Winston? My thunder buddy?
The thunder buddy.
That don't look like his name, Winston.
He looked like his name, Winston.
He looked like a Winston.
Yeah, we named him after. Well, actually, we named him Winston because Josh's dog was named Mercy.
Yeah, Overwatch characters.
Yeah. You got anything to say about animes? No, you want to talk about the anime awards. You want to talk about the injustice. Okay, can I put you down now?
All right, so are we ready for anime award?
I think we're ready. I'm going to put you down.
Okay, so let's start off. What was the most shocking anime award that y'all saw?
Most shocking? Chainsaw Man winning Best New Series for me.
I didn't think that would, because of relevance. I didn't think it would win either.
I didn't think it would win because I didn't think it was the best new series. I enjoyed Chainsaw Man when we watched it, but even back then, it was more exciting for me to watch Blue Lock over Chainsaw Man when we were doing that whole.
Yeah, I have to agree. It wasn't It was surprising for me because I definitely liked I mean, this is again my personal preference, but I thought Hell's Paradise had a bigger sway
Mhm.
in new series. But I know there is a lot of hype and clout around
Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw Man,
There's
which
a following around Chainsaw
I was
Man.
gonna say,
Yeah.
just keep in mind that these awards are not based on what's the right terminology for this? They're fan voted.
Yeah.
Like the People's Choice
peers.
Awards.
They're voted by our peers. Yeah.
So it's just what's popular, what's super popular, which is why I strongly believe that JJK got a whole bunch of sympathy awards. And they got a lot.
Listen, no.
That seems like a personal attack.
That's a
It's
personal
not a
attack.
personal attack, but I'm
That's a Demon Slayer should have won Anime of the Year attack.
No.
there.
I don't even care about Anime of the Year. I can get behind Jujutsu Kaisen winning Anime of the Year. What I can't get behind, and I will not get behind, is best cinematography. And I stand behind this because I know a bunch of filmmakers, and I know I'm friends with a bunch of people that work in animation. And this was not a complete anime. This did not finish with all its episodes. This had shoddy animation at the end due to all of the stuff that happened. You robbed an award from 3 other titles, the rest of them actually, that were in that were complete full animes. It's not their company's faults that they pay them good wages, give them vacation time, and all the other things that make to a good company. It's not their fault. They got snubbed from a cinematography award because Jujutsu Kaisen is popular and people feel bad that their employees were crapped on.
I mean, let's be honest. Mappa is 4 of the 6 in there.
Yeah.
So, Mappa is 4 of those 6. So,
But
the only options you got is heavily either way. Mappa had
I'm still sticking to it though that you have to, if you're gonna win an award, it's got to be a complete product.
Wait,
it's not
for sure. But at the same time, it was quite impressive that an uncompleted episodes looked that good.
Yes, you're right.
Didn't Mappa do 5 of these?
Did Mappa do Heavenly Delusion?
No, they did JJK, Attack on Titan, D-Slay, Chainsaw Man, Vinland.
Oh yeah. No. D-Slay is Ufotable.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Remember
don't know who
UFO
does Heavenly
Table?
Delusion. Yeah, remember you called them UFO Table?
Oh yes.
No, who said UFO Table?
I did. I call
You
it
did.
UFO table.
Yeah.
Because everyone says N and there's no N.
Audible, baby. Yeah, so I mean, I can get with you on board on that. I think a lot of people don't really understand maybe what cinematography kind of means, but I can agree with you. But at the same time, I was fairly impressed of how good an unfinished episode looked.
Yeah,
when it came to JJK.
I'll revise my statement to say it did deserve its awards. I mean, Chainsaw Man won a lot of awards that surprised me. It won a lot more than I thought it was.
Yeah.
Thus kind of reinforcing my point that there is somewhat of a popularity contest. I mean, I thought honestly though, if it was a popularity contest, that Demon Slayer would have won a couple more. However, that being said, it did win every single one I predicted it to win, which did fall into the sequences of animation, art direction. The anime is very, very pretty to look at, right? So it's one of those things where you don't want to make it look too fan driven when all of a sudden these things are not getting awards and they look beautiful.
Yeah, and the only problem that I kind of pulled out of just seeing this in the anime awards, I definitely think most of the awards I mostly agree with. Like I said, best new series. I don't think that's the one to Chainsaw Man.
Best original anime.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah.
Buddy Daddies. But I mean, Andrew's told us that's a pretty amazing anime. So
it is. It's great.
It's better than Spy Family, but it's not.
I don't know. I love Spy Family, but
yeah. But the only thing that kind of disappointed me is I do think Vinland Saga deserved to win Anime of the Year, but it also proves that animation is king, right?
See, and Vinland Saga was one of the ones that I thought, if I was going to pick one to win cinematography,
yeah,
I thought Vinland Saga would, because let's think about it.
Yeah.
We had vast, beautiful landscapes, right? Things it was just, they depicted the old Norse kind of way of life and how things progressed in it, and that's what I thought. Okay, this is a really, cinematic and graphic telling of what Vinland Saga is. And again, that's kind of where I thought Vinland Saga would steal one of those.
Yeah, but you also got to think, like, when it comes to like fighting scenes, I think like that plays a lot in it, because like any kind of like all that motion, camera angles, and all that good stuff is going to play a big part of it. Like, and I think when it came to that one, it was down to D Slayer, JJK, because just like the angles and all, like, just the sheer frames alone you get in fight scenes is.
And I
ridiculous.
agree. It's how do you pack so much anime into scenes without screen tearing and making people's eyes, before you have to put the seizure warning before the episode and say this could cause, seizures for you. But
the lucky One Piece one up there.
Yeah, and like, and the thing is, like I said, like I think people are like judging some of these like wrong, like anime of the year. It's like they're like animation is at the top of their list when they're considering anime of the year, and like that's not how it should be. It should be about the story, the plot, and all these other categories. Animation should play a part in it, definitely. But like, people are going about based off animation, and if that was the case, then it's JJK or Demon Slayer, and the reason JJK beat Demon Slayer is JJK's story is better than Demon Slayer's story, right? So, animation, they're both even. They're both even on all these things. JJK's slightly better story beats out Demon Slayer, where technically the better story, by far, in my opinion, was Vinland Saga.
Vinland Saga, 100%.
So I think like everyone has that flipped, Although, and I think manga ruins it too sometimes. Like I think people like when they like read mangas, they're like, hey, I know what the way this manga goes, and it's,
I was just saying that's got to play into it a bit too, because they know the hype that's coming, whereas some people don't know the hype that's coming. Yeah. I mean, I know in the States there's a disadvantage of getting manga released at the same time that it comes out in Japan, but I can tell you for sure there is a definite delay when it comes to Canada. Like. We get stuff so slow. Like I think they finally may have just finished releasing Shippuden out here. Like that thing ended like 10 years ago.
Now I'll tell you guys this. I've heard a lot of people have a lot of flack over Luffy winning best main character.
Why?
I think Luffy should have won every category.
Yeah, Luffy's a great character.
But there are some pretty. Yeah, he is a great character. But like people are like arguing that Thorfinn or Eren should have won.
Eren should not have won.
Not Eren in any way. I'll pick Thorfinn, and so it's real coming from me. Yeah. I'll pick Thorfinn before I pick Eren.
Yeah,
like,
but I had to pick Luffy. Luffy's just. He is the GOAT. If I wasn't watching One Piece or hadn't got current with One Piece, I would probably be all over Thorfinn for that vote. But I think Luffy definitely.
Here's the thing: why doesn't he? This is my logic. Like you said earlier, we're talking about best main character, which means longevity plays into it. How long the story's been going, character development goes into it, and although Eren has a lengthy story, Thorfinn's is still, we're just learning. Thorfinn's is short, and maybe in the future he does have a best main character coming up, right? Yeah. But right now, you can't deny that, Monkey D. Luffy is the guy.
I think the part of it is just like people, like, just because it's a weekly anime, that people like, that's like he's always around. Why is he even considered kind of thing?
He's relatable. He's the frontline character. If you pick up a magazine, he's on the front of it. If you pick up anything, or Eggman Island, that thing was released globally at the same time. So much so that how many collabs have I sent you guys now on TikTok? Like Puma's got one, coffee companies have them. One Piece is in again. Like Eggman Island has risen to the top. It's on the top of all the media performances right now. Yeah. It's back in. Luffy is the guy. He's the man of the year, he's Gear 5 brought a whole new revitalized set to him.
And I think also, like, when people look at some of this stuff, they also think like the totality of the anime itself, right? And like 2024 Eren Yeager does not beat 2024 Monkey D. Luffy for anime.
Not at all.
Best main character.
Not at all.
Because Eren was kind of off the last, like he wasn't
But
It
yeah,
wasn't all
like
that last season.
I felt like that entire that very last season, like it wasn't even
About
like,
him, really.
yeah,
No,
about
he
him.
was a very very small. The biggest part Aaron played in the last season, maybe even season and a half, was the fact that he was the giant titan walking. But other than that, in the final
him
episode,
explaining.
the last 10 minutes is where we actually saw him again.
Yeah, and him
Other
just
than that, he
explaining
was-
to
Yeah, he
Armin
was just
everything
the
he was
body
doing.
moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I agree with a lot of the other ones, you know, when it comes to it. So I wasn't too. I think the biggest one for me was just best new series, and I think it just weren't Chainsaw Man.
I think a lot of people were upset that Bocce the Rock didn't win anything or a couple of things. And the only thing I had to say to that is that I think Bocce the Rock has more of a small cultish following than it does Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen
Mm-hmm.
kind of following, right? And I think that's what held it back there. Again, in a place where the awards are judged on by people that are in the industry, work in the industry, something like an Oscars kind of thing, I think we would see very different results in these awards. Because, you know, naturally, a lot of people, as with People's Choice kind of things, we get to see the favorites come out, right? What people like the most. And that's kind of what anime is, right?
Really. Hey, it restored my faith in humanity that Demon Slayer didn't win Anime of the Year. That's
I
all
didn't
I'm
think
saying.
it was going to win Anime of the Year. I know I said it did, but in my head, I knew it wasn't going to. I
That's wishful
knew
thinking.
that we are people that prey on emotions, and that is the human flaw. And I knew that sympathy would run high,
I don't think it's sympathy.
and that
Who deserved Anime
JJK
of the Year
would
over
win
JJK?
everything. What?
Who deserved Anime of the Year over JJK?
Well, who are the other nominees? Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'll let you know.
So JJK,
If One Piece ain't in there, it doesn't matter. to me.
Oshinoko, Bocce the Rock, Chainsaw Man, Demon Slayer, Vinland Saga 2.
Vinland Saga, and I still need to watch Oshinoko because I feel like they got jibbed. They were on a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't
To
know.
get one
I,
award.
But they're also like, if it's a slice of life kind of deal, like you know how like that genre is like shonen is king, and
I'm not gonna lie, the best anime wasn't even in here, so no matter.
One Piece,
No, Blue Lock.
Blue.
Bulak is gas. But like I said, like I did like Vinland Saga over that, but like JJK is like the number one new gen anime right now.
Yeah,
That's true. Yeah.
I mean
Obviously.
they've got a Kung Fu Panda bear. Like, come on.
Yeah. And this is the first time
And-
they won any animes won anime of the year twice.
In a row, right?
I think it's just twice overall.
No, because there was a long break between JJK and the first season and
really?
second season.
Season 1, season 2.
Yeah.
I just
One
said
Piece
twice.
hasn't won 2 years in a row.
Like, I mean, it's not as these anime awards, these Crunchyroll anime awards.
Okay.
Well, keep
Maybe.
in mind though that they only do specific
Yeah,
Like-
who votes on the nominees?
because it was very specifically Attack on Titan, the first part of the final season.
Mhm.
So they didn't even get a vote on the
Yeah.
second half. Technically speaking,
Yeah.
in the eyes of these awards, that little outro to Attack on Titan does not exist. Right? This is just the
It was
first
just part
half.
one.
Yeah, JJK won
of
it in
it.
2022 because last year it was Edge Runners.
Yeah.
Edge Runners. That was
Yeah,
pretty
so-
good.
That was such a
Heard.
gas. That was such a gas anime.
Yeah, so it was 2022 that JJK won. Season 1 won anime of the year.
I think I can survive with who won what this year. I wish there was more versatility. I feel like Mappa was wiping house.
I know.
on a lot
I
of
feel like
stuff.
all I saw was either Demon Slayer, Chainsaw Man, or JJK. That was
Yeah.
like what went down the board if you're looking at it.
Mm-hmm. But like a lot of those, like super like. I mean, Chainsaw Man. I mean, for all it deserved all the hype. I mean, Chainsaw Man was something people were waiting on to be.
I think that's how it's going to be with solo leveling this year.
And all I'm going to say is I know I get a lot of hate for it, but all three of those action animes, baby.
Actually, hey, well, that's also the thing. That's the masses like to see fighting.
Yeah. They don't like culture.
Yeah, they don't like culture.
uncultured
They don't,
swines.
they don't know what a plot is, you know, a storyline.
All right.
If it swings a sword, it's good. By
Only
the
plot
way,
they know is
Blue-Eyed
plot armor.
Samurai. Oof, man, if you guys are not on Blue-Eyed Samurai, you gotta get on it.
What was the one you watched on Hulu called Frozen?
Oh,
Ninja Kamui?
Ninja Kamui.
Ninja Kamui.
Ooh, that one is spicy. All
Is it
right,
good?
it's good,
Buddy.
but no, Blue-Eyed Samurai. If you want a different art style, but like, oh, just action packed in its own way, thick plot, like
Thick.
it's just great. Like it's
Listen.
fantastic. Come on, you
I
gotta
don't
try
care.
it.
I don't care what you're watching. I stumbled across a gem,
Oh
dog.
no! If this is anything
buddy,
like Kabanari of the Iron
Let
Fortress,
me tell you about this. You can ask Jake. Jake's already watched the whole
I've
fucking
watched-
thing.
I've watched 50% of that one.
Okay. So
Okay.
I just was in the bedroom scrolling. I couldn't decide what I wanted to watch.
what are
Right.
you doing in the bedroom?
I was just laying in the bed, dude, just looking on.
Is-
So I just clicked on Netflix. I never click on Netflix.
It was the,
Going through
it was the
Netflix.
Random.
was it
It's
the was
random.
it the forever debate of Pornhub and
Mm-mm.
anime?
No, it was. It's an anime called Good Night World,
Mm.
buddy.
Midnight World.
It's good.
Let me tell you, from episode 1, that is straight heat.
How far have
So
you got?
good.
How far have you got, Knox?
I haven't only watched number 1 because I can't watch
Bro,
Netflix at work.
Episode 6 is a shank and a twist, brother.
I do.
Okay, wait. Is
It's
it an
crazy.
action anime?
No, it's not. Oh yeah, there's action in it. It's
technically,
action in it.
It's a
So,
it's a
let-
isekai kind of.
Ah, dude, you watch
Isekai, of
episode
course
1
it's
and you tell me it's like it's great. They go into a game. It's about a shut in who plays a game nonstop.
Ooh, okay. I like that stuff.
What's
I do
the-
like that.
What's
Huh?
the show? What's the one you like a lot?
Sword art.
Sword Art. It's like Sword Art.
Oh,
essentially,
man,
it's,
nothing is
yeah.
like Sword Art.
Uh,
Alright.
God.
If Sword Art was good, it'd be this.
Okay.
Excuse you. Excuse you.
Yeah, dude.
Don't
But
put that, don't put that.
watch episode of Good Night World and you send me a text message and tell
Alright,
me
I will.
that-
I'm gonna
that-
watch it.
That
Okay,
didn't
but
just
tell
blow
me-
your mind.
I'll tell you what. I will watch episodes of Goodnight World if you watch like 2 episodes of Blue Eyed Samurai.
What, is it on
Buddy, I-
Crunchyroll? I'm tired of y'all giving me
Netflix.
animes
It's
not
on
Crunchyroll.
Netflix.
Buddy,
Y'all
the
really like to piss me off.
the animation style though is what gets me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's
Like,
no different than Arcane. If you liked Arcane, it's right in there.
See,
it's-
like Arcane was cool, but it weren't an anime. You know what I'm saying?
Let me,
I
can
think
watch
it
the
was an
trailer while
anime.
y'all talk?
This looks like a Disney
No.
movie. This looks like
Do
Disney
not.
made this, dog.
Don't even get.
Like, I'm sorry.
the
Like, do I
fuck
think
out
it's
with that
probably
opinion.
great? But that looks like Mulan with a sharp chin. You can't
It did
convince
get-
me
it did give
otherwise.
You know
Mulan
what?
vibes for a second.
Your cultural ignorance offends me. All right.
Listen, I'm
The-
sorry. That looks
that takes
looks
place-
like a Disney.
Okay, that takes
It
place
looks like
one.
a Disney.
One, it takes place in an era where physical defects in a human being were like the initial cause to genocide. So anyone that was not olive in skin or had what would be deferred to, and I hope YouTube doesn't strike me down for this, but having anyone other than like the slanted eyes, or as we would be known in that time, round eyes, anyone of that nature was sentenced to execution. Anyone that had babies, them and their mothers would be sentenced to execution because they were harlots for sleeping with people that had round eyes or different colored skin. And this plays off of that era of Japan. And like
I get it. I get
it's-
it, but it
it's
looks
good.
like
The art style looks trash. I'm
it
gonna
looks
that,
yeah.
and I have to say, there is a character in there. I don't
there
want to tell
fighting?
you. I don't tell you all about it, but there's a character in there that's up for character that you got to save at all costs. He's like the sidekick, and he's just the greatest. All right,
Buddy,
he's got
this
no
looks-
hands. He's got no hands. But
I'm
he's-
sure the story is
Is
amazing.
it dubbed?
I'm a peep it.
It's in English. Yeah, you can watch it
I'm
in
gonna
English
peep
or
it.
Japanese.
Okay.
Okay,
I'll
look,
peep
Jake,
it.
there's boobs in it. All right, there. I just told you. There you go.
I'll peep
Sold.
it. I'll peep it, but it looks like, you know, Disney After Dark. You know, that's what it
Disney
looks
After
like.
Dark.
That's
Disney.
what- if
Disney couldn't
went
dream
ra-
this up. All right.
If Disney went rated R, you know, after 8 p.m., this is what this anime looks like. Okay,
It's
but-
not even.
dude, I'm gonna watch it.
It's
I'm gonna
not
watch it.
even
I'm gonna watch it.
close to the art style of Disney.
But it looks like Disney.
Overwatch is the art style of Disney and Pixar.
What's the Samurai Champloo? I'm trying to remember if that animation was bad or not.
It was pretty bad. It's
Oh,
old,
was it not? No, it wasn't.
old school anime style.
Yeah, this is. You know, I'm gonna try it
Anyways.
out. I'll try it out. dude.
Anyways.
You know,
I'll check out.
give
What
it
did you
a
say? It
shot.
was Good Night. Good Night.
Good Night
what?
World. Good
Good
Night
Night
World.
World. All right. I'll check
And
it
tell
out.
me that doesn't fuck your brain up for a good
I'm
5
gonna watch
minutes
both and
after
tell
you
you
watch
which one
it.
I like better.
All right. Well, yeah, okay.
I ain't even got to watch Blue Eye Samurai, and I can tell you which one I like better. You know what I'm saying?
God. These guys give me no chance. They take nothing
No,
that I say.
These
Buddy,
guys, I just have
buddy,
a frog in his pocket.
I'm pretty sure I'm the original person that said watch Blue Eye Samurai, and I
You
got
were
the
not.
text to prove it.
I don't think so.
I got the text to prove it.
I was not
and then
in
you
that
said
chat.
it. You didn't even watch it.
Yeah, you know. I'm pretty sure I was like, hey guys, you know, I heard Blue Eye Samurai was really good, so it probably
Yeah.
went that way.
Mm.
You know,
Anyways,
We've actually strayed far off course.
or of
yeah,
course.
and I think our next one is we are going to revisit
All
our
right.
top 10 animes. There
Right
it is.
there.
Oh my
There it
god.
is.
Also, look up Blue Eyed Samurai. Netflix might be worth us watching.
Yeah, us, me.
You know. Then I looked at the art. Then I looked at the art style and I said, "Wow, I don't want to watch Mulan rated R."
You know
I like
what? This
Mulan.
is the only guy who can sit there and say, "I watched Ranking of Kings," and then
You
was like,
enjoyed
"This
it.
is so amazing," and then complains about the art style of this.
But this don't look like even that anime. You know what I'm
I
saying?
could animate Ranking of Kings taking a crap on the toilet.
I'd rather watch Avatar than this.
Which avatar? Whoa! Which avatar?
I'd rather watch the Avatar movie than this.
Oh my lord!
You don't want the blue people?
I'm kidding.
No, he means the Last Airbender, the one that you like.
I'm
wish he
just
meant-
kidding. I'll watch it.
That was a
It's-
good one.
It's
Oh
on my
my
list,
God.
but let me tell you, I just hardly ever click on Netflix.
I know it's hard. It's hard with other rules now, especially in Canada. Can't watch it if you don't belong to the same household. Just help people save money. All right, there's enough streaming
Mhm.
services out there. Apparently, Prime's gonna buy up everybody. Now they're buying up Crave.
Mm.
Like
All right, back
Jeff
back
Bezos,
To,
we get it. You have money.
oh God, back to
Like-
course. What was the next topic, G?
Top
Top
10.
10 animes.
Top 10
Revisited.
anime. I'm not going first. Called
I
it.
can go first if you want.
Frozen, please.
Yes.
All right. What do you think my number 10 is?
Vinland. No?
Yeah, I'll go through.
Knowing
it.
you, it's like Black Cat or something like that.
What?
It's probably Black Cat or something like that.
Oh, not even on the list.
Probably Sword Art 10.
Ooh, Ox is right. Sword Art at number
Sword
10.
Art 10. That was your number one last time. I
That
believe.
was, yeah. The mighty have fallen.
That's
One,
crazy.
because there just hasn't been any new content, and they keep promising they're going to make content. The only thing they did was release a movie.
Yeah. Go 1 through 10. I want to hear 1 first. I want to hear 10 last.
Okay. Fine. Number 1, mostly because I've been rewatching it again and going through it. I had to give it to Naruto. I still
Okay.
just love it. I love
Okay.
it so much. It was an OG of mine. I watched it and loved it. Couldn't change it. Number 2, One Piece, New Love.
Okay.
That was a tough
Mhm.
one. I almost gave number 1 to One Piece. Again, same reasons as Naruto. Just love it. Storyline, characters are fantastic. Number 3, Solo Leveling. Really enjoying that one so far.
Mhm.
I'm giving it some love.
You let Solo
I'm gonna-
Leveling break into the top 10.
Yeah,
anime?
yeah.
That's early.
I'm taking it. I'm taking it there because I think the statues aren't going to let me down. All right.
Mhm.
But-
Number 4, Blue Lock. Man, I love Blue Lock. I
Yeah,
miss
Blue
it
Lock's-
so much.
Blue Lock's good.
Number 5 was one I doubt you guys have watched, or anyone probably near us has watched, and that's Overtake. That
mhm.
one was a non-action anime.
That was the racing one, right?
It's the racing one, but
Okay.
man, it hits you in the face. Like, I mean, absolutely just punches you in the face like a Silent Voice.
Mhm.
I wasn't even ready for it. When the episode hit, I was like, ain't no way. I couldn't believe it. The drama, the the sad story, the recovery. Like it was so good. It was top tier for me.
Mhm.
Number 6 is 86.
Mm-hmm.
Love that. Number 7, Full Metal Brotherhood. Just love
Thank
it.
you for clarifying.
Yeah. Well, the first one, I can't
Yeah.
even give credit to the first one anymore. It's the OG, but Brotherhood was just the abridged,
So
way better
good.
version story told of it. So anyone, I mean, the only people you're really gonna see saying that the original is better than Brotherhood are like the pencil pusher, glasses pushers that are, OG anime and
Purist.
still believe that Sailor Moon is the greatest thing on sliced bread. But yeah, Brotherhood is the one. 8, Demon Slayer. Love the story. I think it's great. Fantastic
Okay.
action anime art style. 9, My Dress Up Darling. Love that
That's
one.
a
Can't
good
wait for
one.
another one. And 10 is Sword Art.
Okay.
That's a good list.
Yeah.
Got a little bit of everything sprinkled in there.
Dude,
Everything's real in there. You
the
got a lot of
bottom
hopes
was
and dreams
so
at
tough.
number 3. You know,
Yeah.
Because but the bottom was tough because I had to I was going through Jobless was great, and then same with Vinland Saga, and I was just like, the bottom of the list could probably be shuffled on any good day, right? Like
Yeah.
I wake up in the morning and it's different. But man, I like Solo Leveling. I think it's fantastic. Blue Lock, undeniable. Naruto and One Piece hold that spot. I don't know. Love
Give
it.
One Piece about 600 more episodes. You'll find out.
Right?
Yeah.
It'll jump, right?
Yeah. Jake, what you got, dude?
Me next. Let me cough.
Uh,
It's that nighttime bronchitis kicking in. Top 10. Number 1. Oh, let's play the fun little game. What do y'all think my number 10 is?
number
Vinland
10.
Saga.
Number 10 for you, dude. Nah, it ain't Vinland. Vinland's higher on the list.
Carbonari of the Iron Fortress.
I'm gonna call Death Note number 10.
Negative.
Ooh.
Number 1, One Piece.
Of course.
OG. Goda. Number 2, Kaguya-sama, Love is War.
Ooh. Okay.
That's a good one.
Is this?
I think I'm the only one that watched that out of us, right?
Mhm.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah. Phenomenal romance anime. Number 3, Vin Saga.
Ugh.
Gotta have it, dude. It's a
Yeah.
delicious season 2.
Delicious.
Number 4, JJK.
Okay.
Shout out JJK. 5, Freerun. This is where it gets spicy because this is
Even-
where it gets confusing.
Yeah.
Freerun is so good.
Freerun is good. If Freerun
Yeah.
had more seasons, it'd be high. It'd probably beat out JJK, honestly. But I
Freerun's
digress.
good. It just takes. It's not a running start. It's a
There's
bit
no
of a walk.
fights. There are no fights. I know that.
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
a bit of a walk.
Ironically enough, Frozen, I'm also 86 at 6.
Yeah, 80. That's the new line. 86
Yeah,
and 6.
86 at 6. 7 and 8 were hard. Both of it's Naruto and Bleach respectively.
Mhm.
But I might switch 7 to Bleach because 1,000-Year Blood War is far superior to Boruto, in my opinion. So I'm gonna do 7 Bleach, 8 Naruto, 9 is Haikyuu, which is my sports anime that I like it a little more than Blue Lock, just I think because it's further along. And
Yeah,
then
I think
10
there's
is-
just a lot more of it, right?
Yeah, there's like 5 seasons, whereas Blue Lock only has the 1, which it was a phenomenal season though. And then 10, Classroom of the Elite.
Yeah. I like
Dude,
that
see,
list.
And as I'm standing here thinking, I'm like, shit, man, I loved Assassination
yeah.
Classroom.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Like
Assassination
Assassination Classroom's got to be in my top 10. I love that. Classroom of
It's
the Elite,
hard.
love it. Freerun, love it. But it's just
hard.
like I don't have enough space.
Yeah,
I
there's
don't
only
have space
10
to love
There's
all
only
these
10.
animes.
There's
Like,
only 10. And
It's
Yeah.
that's
marginal down there at the bottom.
and I even
5,
forgot JJK, and I love JJK. Like I was,
Mhm.
I don't know. My daughter's sick. I'm gonna get sick. That's what's happening. Brain fog.
Actually, let's see this toxic top 10 you have.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
This is gonna be tough. I'm probably gonna make this up on the go. I've been swapping all day. Okay, number 1, One Piece, definitely.
Yep.
Number
Yeah.
2, Attack on Titan, definitely. Number 3,
Yeah.
Hunter x Hunter.
Okay,
Number
yeah, that,
4,
Okay, I can give you.
Number 4, Vinland Saga.
respectable.
Number 5, Your Lie in April.
Ooh,
Okay.
Number 6, 86.
Yeah.
Okay.
686.
Number 6, 86. Number 7, Naruto.
mm-hmm.
Number 8, This work is hard, dude.
You put Naruto over Bleach?
I'll put Naruto over Bleach, just because like the stuff that I'm looking forward to in Bleach right now isn't out yet.
Okay.
Isn't out yet in anime. God, dude, I did number 8 Naruto or number 7 Naruto.
Number 7 Naruto.
Number
You
7
said
Naruto.
7.
Number 8 I'll do Bleach.
You only had 2 more slots, dog.
Okay. What am I missing, guys?
Blue Lock.
I ain't putting Blue Lock on my top
Assassination
10.
Classroom.
Assassination
Okay.
Oh.
Number 9,
So good.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Free Rin.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number 10, the Fate series.
Okay.
Okay.
Which Fate Stay Night?
Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works is like my shit, but the entire Fate series is
It's good.
Okay.
good.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm hearing these, and I'm like, how did these not make it? Like, it's so tough because there's just so many good ones.
Yeah, there are. Assassination Classroom isn't on that list. Free Rin is not on that list. Cowboy Bebop is not on that list. Like that's Death Note is not on that list.
I
That
think
is
so.
crazy.
We did agree. Naruto, after all this time, on that list. One Piece is on that list. We all agreed 86 was on that list. So obviously we have some culture, all right, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're
86 was so
educated.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, 86.
Your Lie in April was so good, dude. If Hunter x Hunter like continued, it would probably be number 1 for me.
It
You think if
would,
they
yeah.
release
It's
the
good.
final season?
I think that if they like, well, I mean, the manga's continuing. Maybe there's a situation where they continue the anime. I don't know. I doubt it. But like, I think that would be like number 1 for me. But it did not. So
And like, I didn't even mention like 7 Deadly Sins either.
Yeah, 7DS didn't get a
Like, it's-
mention.
7DS. I don't even think 7DS is in my top 20, dude.
20's a lot.
It'd be in my top 20.
I don't think it'd be in my top 20.
I enjoy it.
20's a lot.
Like, cause like you got to think that them next 10 fill up fast. Cause that's like that's
man,
Death
they
Note,
fill up
That's
instantly.
Free Rin. That's Blue Lock.
Yeah.
That's JJK.
Assassination
you know,
Classroom. Like,
Assassination. That's a lot.
Classroom.
JJK didn't make your
Really,
top 10?
like,
So-
boom, 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 boom.
It's hard that JJK didn't make my top 10, dude. But it was either JJK or it was going to be bot 5 for sure for me for JJK.
You got to think though, this is all encompassing, right? These are our top 10 like of all time, right? So it's tough. It's tough to say that when you just haven't made enough of an opinion on something yet, which I guess is kind of risky. I think I might swap out Solo Leveling for Assassination Classroom, just because Solo Leveling hasn't quite formed that opinion yet. But there's so much I love about Assassination Classroom. Like,
Yeah, Assassination Classroom.
Your list is
so
living
good.
on faith and filler. That's all I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, it's living on a lot of faith. Now,
Excuse me.
will it be in a lot of top 10s? I think so. After it's all said and done.
Yeah.
tell me
Statues.
about Faith and Filler and Full Metal.
Okay.
That is a true and tried.
Tried and true.
Yeah, that's it. Amazing anime.
It is.
Amazing
Now,
anime.
Full Metal is definitely in my top 20. Now, I believe it was hard to choose. If I had Full Metal and Fate Stay Night or Fate series, it's like 10, 11 swap. Like, I would take any of them at 10. Full Metal is good. You got a heart made of Full Metal.
You know what? We're gonna do this. We're gonna make a live recording when we go to Anime North, and we're gonna ask people, you know, what some of their favorite animes are. I guarantee Full Metal comes up in a lot of them.
Full Metal's gonna come in
Guaranteed.
a lot of them. Yeah. There's a cult on Full Metal.
There's also like there's a lot of animes we haven't watched that has a really huge, like Berserk.
Oh God, yeah.
If people are like, oh, you didn't say Berserk.
Everyone
Yeah.
keeps telling me to watch Yu Yu Hakusho or Hakusho.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh, Yu Yu Hakusho.
Hakusho, yeah. I haven't
That's a
watched that yet. I've been meaning
classic.
to. It's on the list.
Same person
Um,
that wrote Hunter x Hunter.
The volleyball one, Haiku.
Hayaku.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've been
I need
meaning
to
to watch
watch
that
that.
one because I'm like, you know what? Blue Lock was great. Overtake was great. Maybe sports anime. You know, maybe I could see myself.
The only
Um,
problem with Hayaku is like there's no. It's all dubbed, but there's no streaming service that has them, so you can't find them.
Oh, well, that is a problem.
So, good luck.
Yeah, good look. I think there's a solid top 10s. There's a solid
Yeah.
top 10s.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
gonna get some. There's some really there's some oldies that aren't in there that people are gonna hate. Like
Mhm.
Cowboy Bebop not being on anybody's list, people are
Yeah.
gonna hate that.
There's
Yeah.
going to be a few elitist people that don't agree, right? Thinking,
DBZ,
oh,
yeah.
Naruto and One Piece is just the, like, oh, it's the click anime. Well, you know what? It'll exist for a reason, right? It's
Yeah,
where it
yeah.
is because it is.
And it's crazy for me because like 3 years ago, like it would have been like Naruto, Bleach, Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
Naruto was number one.
Oh, for sure. But before this podcast, mine would have been atrocious, man.
Yeah.
Like it,
Yeah.
I definitely became a lot more anime cultured when I started watching, like just through with the podcast,
Mhm.
homework and research, and like I think I had fruit baskets and Chobits on my original list
Yeah.
when we first did this
I
way
think I have fruit
back.
baskets too.
Yeah, like way back when we did it, our first ones in the first few episodes of the podcast. That was over a year ago. And like since then, the amount of anime I've watched and everything
Okay.
I've seen and all the storyline, you're just like, it's not like, I mean, Chobits and Fruits Baskets definitely have a spot in those lists, but it's just not occupying the front of our minds at the moment.
Yeah.
It's just like Blue Lock. As soon as Blue Lock comes
yeah.
back, Blue Lock flies up that list, right?
Yeah, if I were to rewatch Naruto and Naruto Shippuden right now, it would probably break into top 5.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like, so that's what I'm doing right now because I'm watching it sporadically in amongst One Piece and other stuff. So they're on the forefront of my mind.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, man, these are so good. Like,
Yeah, dude, it was hard to leave Blue Lock out of that top 10.
Tamagotchi game, you remember that one, Ox?
Tamagotchi game was
Yes.
good. That's not top 10 worthy.
Yeah, it's not top 10, but it was a good one.
Like Classroom of the Elite. But dude, Dr. Stone, it made top 10 for you?
Back in the day, I think Dr. Stone was top 10.
you know, one
That's
that's been actually
crazy.
pretty interesting that I've been watching is Fire Force.
Oh
That
my
one.
god, dude.
Ox
I
loves
love
Fire
Fire
Force.
Force, bro.
Like,
I
I
saw some Fire
gotta
Force.
say, I'm hooked. Like, I'm
Oh
I'm
my
hooked.
god, dude. Fire
Like, I
Force
just-
is... Dude, the sounds in Fire Force are
Right?
insane.
Right?
Yeah.
How
Fire
did
Force
that
is
not?
so
How did
good.
that not win every sound editing award? Like,
Yeah. Fire Force has some of the like you, and when you meet the Joker, Joker, oh that shit's
Yeah.
crazy.
I gotta say, I love it.
Fire
But I
Force
digress,
is there's so many. I'm excited to hear other people's top 10. So
Yeah,
for
we
those,
definitely need to hear from you guys in our
Yeah.
TikToks and our social
Mhm.
media feeds. You got to tell us what you guys. You don't necessarily have to give us a top 10. You can give us a top 10 if you want. But let
Top
us know
three's
some of
good.
your
Or your
favorites. Yeah, let us know some of your favorites. What should we be watching? Why should it be in our top 10s? That's most important, right? So let us know. Hit us up on social media. We're growing and growing and growing. People are starting to realize they like the Anime Rift. All right. And
They're
we
starting to realize it.
they start to realize it, all right. We're seeing green arrows, all right.
all
And I'm
I
not
right.
see
talking about the
Grimgar, Ashes, and
DC
Illusion.
character.
Oh god,
I'm throwing hands. If I see
Yeah.
anyone say Grimgar Ashes of Illusion, that guy's getting comments getting
Yeah.
deleted.
Hold on, I need to
And
make a
he's
note
getting
here.
banned.
Hold on,
He's
hold on. I
getting
need to make a
blocked.
note. Make fake account and
Yeah.
tell Jake.
Dude. And you know, like
Grimgar.
what I would love to do is like, you know, maybe if people can start flooding into the Discord, I'd like to do stuff where we like start picking people around. Like we do like some anime watch parties, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
That'd be
you know,
fun.
there's a lot of like, you know, we're you know, like we said before, we haven't watched every anime that there is. So, and a lot of people have a lot of animes that they would recommend. I mean, just even us doing like the best anime duos and looking at comments and just seeing like, oh, who's these characters, and like adding animes to my list because I'm like, okay, this looks like, you know,
yeah.
if
I
they got a
think-
good vibe between them, I'm going to check that off. So,
And
then
I hope that we make a small clip of what I'm about to say and post it on our socials here. But I think one thing that we should definitely do is that if we start getting the Discord bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, we should definitely be doing some kind of Saturday, Sunday night, whatever. We'll watch an episode or two of anime, and then we'll just talk about it. And you'll have a chance to talk one-on-one with us. Give us your opinions, what you think, and then we're going to talk about it in the podcast. If you want, you know, for us to mention you in the podcast, we will talk about it in the podcast. What you thought, what you like, and give you some incentive to share your animes with us. And on top of that, we can start posting our weekly questions and start getting a lot more interaction on that side of things. And you guys can interact with us and tell us you like our opinions or tell us you hate our opinions. And yeah, it'll be a fun time. It'll be a great time.
Yeah.
All right, now it's time to get into the games.
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all ready for
Crunchy
y'all's
roll reactions.
Y'all ready for y'all's comments?
I'm ready. I'm going 3 for 3 this time.
Three
You're
for
going
three.
3 for
In your
3.
dreams. Oh, let me actually block out these names because if I say them, then they're kind of obvious.
Okay.
All right. I don't think you can go 3 for 3 because the third question I completely had forgotten about until I read the comment.
Okay.
Well, I guess you might have the same thing where you remember because you read the comment, but I digress. Question number 1 for the Anime Rift. Even someone like me who loves blank, ridiculous, inhuman screaming has got to admit dubs far superior. LOL. Did someone say that about One Punch Man? Demon Slayer? Black Clover? Fairy Tale?
Can you reread the comment
Demon
again?
Slayer.
Even someone like me who loves blank, the person's name, and then the ridiculous, inhuman screaming has got to admit that the dub's far superior.
Black Clover.
All right, Ox says Black Clover.
See, I haven't seen enough of Black Clover, but I can tell you right now, Tanjiro and other people's characters in Demon Slayer with the constant ha like over and over again, like
Yeah.
you're just like, okay, like I feel like it's Demon Slayer.
Black
All
Clover.
right. The answer is Black Clover, episode 1, 218 upvotes.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if Frozen had watched enough Black Clover.
And that character is Asta, baby.
That character
No,
is Asta. 100%.
You want to know why? Because after 2 episodes of Black Clover, I couldn't be woken up by a screaming, like anything.
You can't be woken up by Asta screaming.
Yeah, like, I couldn't be woke, like I was in such snoozeville. I couldn't
Okay.
even like. I would turn on Black Clover, and this is what it would look like. It would be like, oh, let's watch some anime, Black Clover. I'm like,
All right. Number 2,
Question
baby.
number 2. Ox is 1 for 1. Frozen 0 for 1.
I'm 0 for 1. I'm bad at this.
Blank made more progress in one episode than blank has in over 150 episodes.
Dragon Ball Z.
Is it Hunter x Hunter
Okay.
with Gene and Gon?
Uh-huh.
Is it Naruto with Naruto and Boruto? Is it One Piece with Dragon and Luffy? Or is it Bleach with, I don't know how to pronounce, Ichigo's dad and Ichigo?
Damn. Okay.
So you caught up to him in one episode.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Blank made more progress in one episode than blank has in over 150.
All right. So it was
Is it Gene made more progress in one episode than Gon has in 150? Is it Naruto made more progress in one episode than Boruto has in over 150?
no, it's not that one.
Is it Dragon made more progress in one episode than Luffy has in over 150 episodes? Or is it Ichigo's dad made more progress in one episode than Ichigo has in over 150 episodes?
That's tough.
That's a really tough one.
That is tough.
The thing is, I haven't seen far enough in One Piece to know if this is true, and I haven't watched Bleach, so I'm on a guesstimate there. I know it's not Naruto.
early.
If it was
It's
the
an early
other way
episode.
around and it was Baruto to Naruto, I would have said that.
Yeah.
But
Like Boruto
if it's
making...
Naruto to Baruto, then no, it's not.
What was the first one? The first
Hunter x Hunter.
Hunter x Hunter.
Gene made more progress in one episode than
Oh, God.
Gon.
That's weird because like all of them are.
I'm gonna say Bleach, and I'm
I'll
flipping
say
a coin
Bleach.
for it.
I'll say Bleach too.
Bleach and Bleach?
Bleach and Bleach.
All right, congratulations.
Mhm.
Y'all are 0 for 2 and 1 for 2.
Damn it, dude. Who was that?
What was
It was Naruto. Naruto made more
No.
progress in
No.
one episode than Boruto has in over 150. Naruto, episode 1, 208 upvotes.
That's capping.
That's yeah.
That's
no.
capping. Because
Naruto
Naruto
mastered
mastered
multi-shadow clone jutsu in episode 1.
in episode 1.
Yes, that's true. Okay, fine. Frick.
But at the same
Hey,
time,
you know how long ago that was?
Okay, this is my argument though. Like, you know, I mean, he had the reserves. Like,
Yeah, there was.
he's got the nine-tailed fox.
Boruto knew Shadow Clone Jutsu in episode 1. You know what I'm saying?
But Boruto also has enough chakra reserve to make more clones than he can.
But his is way more limited than.
But his clones are essentially better, I guess.
And then Boruto is supremely far.
But you got to argue with the guy who made the comment, not me.
You send me his username, and I'm coming after that guy. I'm gonna go. Y'all gonna see a comment on that guy? I suppose.
I was definitely wrong on that. All right.
This next one is one simple word: balls.
Balls.
Is it from Naruto,
Okay.
Vinland Saga, Blue Lock, Chainsaw Man?
You know what?
Chainsaw Man.
I know that there's a bunch of haters out there, so I'm going to say Naruto.
Because
I know there's a whole thread on TikTok around where people ask what the worst anime of all time is, and everyone says Naruto. And I know it's just clickbait. I know it's just for clickbait to get views, but like those people are stupid.
Is it like an episode 2 or 3?
It's in episode 1.
Okay, Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man.
Oh, that changes things.
Chainsaw Man. Yeah, baby. Go on.
Oh no, man, those jelly sandwiches.
No, that doesn't happen in episode 1.
Oh,
he doesn't.
right.
He doesn't kick him in the nuts in episode 1.
Okay, fine. I'm going to Chainsaw Man, but I'm gonna be really mad if it's Naruto.
Okay. It is Chainsaw Man. It's when he dies and he says balls.
All right. Balls.
Balls.
That's right.
Chainsaw Man, episode 1, 693 uploads.
We way overthought that.
Listen, I should be 3 for 3.
It was a direct quote.
That guy's ridiculous.
Yeah, that guy was wrong. The middle one, whoever you are, you're wrong.
That
was a good one. I like that one.
And he learned the multi-shadow clone jutsu based off lunacy. Like, it was idiocy that taught him.
Mm-hmm.
Buddy, listen, you're shooting the messenger right now, okay? You gotta talk to the guy who made the comment.
Shoot to you, Jake. All right.
And I'm sitting here thinking like adult Naruto.
Right?
You know?
That's what I was thinking. Like, I didn't know he was actually just comparing people.
I think he just went back to watch Naruto originally.
Hold on. In that case, Itachi learned way more than anyone else in the entire series in 5 minutes.
And
like,
the reason the reason why I thought Bleach was because, like, you know, fucking Ichigo's dad came out of nowhere as a, you know,
Soul Reaper,
and he's strong as shit, right? And he's using Getsuga Tensho like it should be used. So that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I had to think of some people with their dads in the anime that are like super powerful.
Yeah.
That was tough.
I thought, what did I guess that it was?
Bleach.
I mean before that, when you first started saying it, I thought, oh, Dragon Ball Z. I thought it was Frieza.
Yeah, I thought there was going to be a Dragon Ball Z as well.
I thought it was Frieza and Goku.
I was on the exact same length as you. I was like, what's something that drags something out? Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, Frieza caught up with them guys in a day of training, so that was it.
Yeah.
Good
hey,
shit.
fun fact, because I know we're done all our topics now, but fun fact, it was announced today, and this being today of the day of filming, that Avatar, The Last Airbender, would receive a second and third season, and they've already released the symbols for them, being the Earth symbol and the fire symbol. So I think that we can probably expect a book 2/book 3 vibe for the Netflix series. I don't know if you guys have watched it all in its entirety yet. I know it's taken a lot of hate, but honestly, I really did not think it was that bad. Like, I thought it was really good for what it was.
A
lot closer, like miles closer than the M. Night Shyamalama Ding Dong thing that came out.
Listen, cut the crap, bring back the cartoon.
Just
it's there. It's still available.
No, there's still, but there's a lot more material left. Like what Aang does after he, you know.
Hey, but that's like the in between. That would just be the in between that and Legend of Korra.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll
yeah,
say
but
they were
that's
before.
Aang and Prince Zuko basically restoring the entire nation,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like, pretty good.
And
Although,
besides, the grandmother does the thing. If nothing else, she does the thing in the first like 15 minutes of the first episode where she looks at the tapestry and goes, the kingdoms were at peace for hundreds of years until the Fire Nation invaded. And it was like, come on, like everyone was waiting for that, right? Like it was, and the My Cabbages guy, if nothing else, and it was the exact same voice actor from the cartoon that voiced the My Cabbages guy. So it was actually fantastic to put a face to the actual guy and, you know, have the My Cabbages. And it was good. You know, for what it was a lot better than Death Note.
Yeah.
It was a lot better than a lot of the stuff they've put out.
I have to watch it. Me and Brooklyn are gonna watch it together, so I
Is it
haven't
as
gotten
good as
to it
One
yet.
Piece?
So.
Probably not.
Yeah, she's a big
But-
Avatar fan. She loved Avatar and she loved Korra.
Oh, she'll like it then. It's close.
I didn't
It's
like
really
Korra.
close.
Yeah,
I didn't
that's
like
what I
Korra.
get from a lot of people. Like a lot of people tell me they didn't like Korra, but Brooklyn loved it. So
I liked
Really?
it. Korra was great.
mhm.
I think it was because I just binged. I just got done binging Avatar, and I was
Yeah,
like,
it's
more,
quite a
but
change.
not as much.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was weird.
I don't like it when it was kind of like the Boruto shock for me. The advancement that has been made
Yeah.
Mhm.
throws it off for me.
See, and that was actually one of my biggest problems with Baruto. And I'm sitting here saying that I liked Korra, even though there was so much advancement. But it was the same thing for me when they splash on the Konoha village, and you're like,
Mhm.
why does this look like downtown Tokyo?
Yeah, there's
And
trains.
I'm like,
cell
what?
phone, yeah.
Like, no, this isn't Naruto. The first Hokage would be ashamed.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that I mean that always is like a shock for me. But like I've caught a few episodes of it. I haven't watched it, but
Yeah.
it seems pretty cool. And I like her as the MC. She's different.
Yeah, she's a
In
good
this-
character, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it just wasn't as fulfilling as Avatar.
Yeah, the Avatar story in actuality is like a really good story, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
you got
it
you
is.
know a kid who wasn't ready to accept the responsibilities of being the Avatar, Prince Zuko. You got some really truly amazing character development, but and then
dude, I love how they
characters.
hide characters in it. Like Uncle Iroh
Mhm.
was like the most hidden tragic character in that whole series.
Yeah, I was
But then,
dope.
man, when he drops that pillow in that prison cell, and then people's like, he's the dragon of the West, and you're like,
Yeah.
excuse me? Like, what are you talking about? And then he like full on like deflects Azula's lightning bolt, and you're like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
Who is this guy?
I saw this thing recently where they're doing like MCs from Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network face off against each other, like what network wins. And everybody's pretty much saying Nickelodeon swamps Cartoon Network because they got the Avatar. But like, can you not count Dragon Ball Z and everything that was on Toonami for Cartoon Network?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, but the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy wipes Avatar. The Grim Reaper?
Like Reaper?
Come on.
Yeah,
It is
but
the-
he's
it's
the
the
master of
Avatar.
No
all
diff.
4 elements.
You know, but they got the Fairly Odd Parents on the other side. Dude.
Okay,
They
like
did Fairly Odd Parents. That's facts.
that's true.
Yeah.
Damn, Fairly Odd Parents. was
Danny
good.
Phantom, they got some pretty good.
Danny Phantom,
they got some
yes.
heaters.
Phantom could Danny
Buddy,
Phantom
but
his
listen-
ass whooped by the Avatar.
Listen, I don't care what you say. You
Ben
put Ed
10.
and Eddie on the scene, they're going to outthink anybody. Okay,
Yo,
There's
you
a
guys are
scam
missing. You
around.
guys are missing it. You guys are missing it. Okay,
the battle IQ.
Jimmy Neutron. All right, he gonna win the fight. All right.
Oh, Jimmy Neutron. Nickelodeon got some hitters, but I thought that was interesting. But I was like thinking, can you count Toonami? Because if you count Toonami, Cartoon Network wipes them easily.
Yeah, no
Uh, No diffs them. Unfortunately, I miss Toonami.
Yeah, Toonami was a treat.
You know
back
what,
in the day.
Nickelodeon? I'm gonna back you up. I'm gonna do some research. I'm gonna find out who you got in your corner, and we're gonna make a fight
What are-
squad.
what are
I
you
don't
gonna
think
do?
anyone beats Ben 10 though. Ben 10's kind of
Ben 10's broken, but does Ben 10 beat Avatar?
Because we got Korra and we have Aang.
Like the
He's
best thing,
universal.
Two,
Yeah.
we got two
Destruction.
avatars.
the best thing Cartoon Network guy has is Ben 10 and Robin.
from Batman.
No, yeah, from
Teen Titans ago?
Teen Titans. I mean, don't say Teen Titans Go, dog.
My bad. That's some new gen
Yeah,
stuff. That's some new gen
don't you disrespect Teen Titans like
on
that
me.
ever again, dog.
Oh boy.
Holy shit. Nah, but yeah, that's Cartoon Network's best too, right?
I think Ben 10 just swamps everybody.
You think Ben 10 swamps it?
He's universal.
I don't think
Dude,
so.
Avatar just carries the whole fight. I mean, you gotta think about it. It's not just Aang they have. They got Fire Lord Sozin, Fire Lord, like they got everybody.
If it's just MCs, just MCs.
Then you still have Korra and Aang.
But they're not even like world destroyers.
I mean, Aang almost destroys the world in the end of a couple of them.
Listen, almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. Okay.
Yeah.
Almost only counts. It's close. It's close. Only counts.
Horseshoes, hand grenades, Avatar. That's all it counts.
Almost is a mistake. Anyways,
that's all I got today, guys. Did
Mhm.
y'all have anything crazy wacky to throw out there?
no,
I'm good,
nothing
dude.
crazy and wacky. Are you sending us out too, or
No, I'm not that talented, buddy.
okay?
Listen,
All right.
they only pay me part time out here.
Okay, part time. All right, I like that gig. Well, if you guys have nothing else to add, then I will just finish this off by saying thanks everyone who listens to the podcast. As always, you can catch our podcast episodes every Tuesday, and they'll be uploaded up to YouTube. We also follow us on TikTok, where you can catch all of our awesome content that we are putting out there. And trust me, it's getting better every single day. So make sure that you comment, you subscribe to all our social medias, and most importantly, join our Discord, which you can find in our link tree, which is in all of our videos. And this way we can start doing awesome things in our Discord, like having anime watch nights and letting you know where we're going to be, because we actually have some events that we might actually be attending, one of them being Anime North in Canada. So if you want to meet up, talk anime, have some fun, and we absolutely want to do that. So make sure you are following us and subscribing to us. Lastly, make sure that on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, you leave us a review, whether you love us or you hate us. It just helps us get that much higher in the podcast universe and just keeps this train rolling. And as always, thank you to the people that have left a review and to the people that listen to our podcast all the time. So I got nothing more to say, but thanks for watching. We love you. And from Ox and Jake and myself, Frozen, we will see you next week on, wait for it, the Anime Rift.
Yeah, we did this week.
About time. Took them 3
About
weeks in a
time,
row.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
know, I do.
Stay sexy, guys. Listen, stay sexy.
Ciao.
Stay
I was
sexy.
about to say stay frozen. I don't know why.
Stay frozen. Hey, maybe that's what Frozen should start saying. I like that.
Stay frozen.
Stay frozen.